everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and as always, hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. Pretty good day yesterday for me. Went out, did some cinema hunting. I won something off of eBay that's pretty cool, something I've been trying to get. The director of The Ghastly Love of Johnny X, Paul Bonnell, we were talking yesterday, and he had some stuff he was looking to get rid of that I bought off him. So have some really cool things coming to me in the future. Spent a little bit of money, but some cool things on their way. So maybe next week or within like 2 weeks, something like that, I'll have some cool stuff to show you guys. But when I went out and did some hunting, I found some pretty awesome titles. So yesterday was definitely a good day for cinema. I got a lot of cool stuff and ordered some cool stuff that is coming to me. So very excited. But while I was out, I shot some videos. So let's go do some hunting. Well, alright guys, here we are at our first stop, the Open Door Ministry Thrift Shop, which I actually have not been into in a while, so I was pretty excited to come in here, see what all they had going on, and a decent amount of DVDs, and of course, as always, a decent amount of VHS. They tend to have a ton of VHS in the store. I think they sell for like 10 cents a piece, so VHS, they're always just trying to get rid of. They always have like sales, like fill-up bag sales on VHS and whatnot, and all DVDs are $2. Blu-rays are $3 unless otherwise marked, but they're usually not otherwise marked, so always pretty good deals going on here at the Open Door Ministry Thrift Shop when you can find them. And I definitely found one here. I was pretty excited about this. This is a Choo Choo Barn DVD, and the Choo Choo Barn is a really cool model train, a tourist attraction, I guess you'd say. Not too far away from me that I've been going to ever since I was a kid, so pretty excited about that. Timon and Pumbaa. This is actually a Timon and Pumbaa VHS that I did not have. I was surprised. I thought I had them all. And some James Bond Jr., a show I grew up with. So for 10 cents a piece, I was definitely picking those up. And tons and tons of CDs to look through. They actually have them displayed a little bit nicer now. They used to have them on this turn display that was like, I swear it was broken. It was a pain in the butt. So I had to look through all these, and I found a few, and at 50 cents a piece, that was pretty awesome. And of course, you had to look through the electronics, which it's nice they posted about their return policy, because I was always wondering about that, actually. And they had some VHS players, some VCRs. I always see VHS players, VCRs. One of them had a remote, but it was an older VCR, so I passed. And this TV was pretty cool. I was looking at it, but it only had composite hookups in the back, so I passed on that as well. But this was definitely the gem of Open Door. Look at this. This is a film projecting screen. $4 for this. That was pretty awesome. I was pretty excited about that. Had to check it over, and I possibly picked that up because that was pretty cool. Not something I come across really ever. And then next we headed off to the Loft consignment shop to see what was going on here. Another store I have not been to in a while. And this store is very hit or miss. Sometimes I find good deals, a lot of times not so much. So I had to come in, see what they had going on. And unfortunately, not really much I was interested in. I mean, there's some Simpsons, which is cool, but I have it. And some idiots gave away their copy of Spice World. Who would want to sell their copy of Spice World? I don't get it. Some Blu-rays, which is also very awesome, but stuff I already had. Did not need that stuff. And just a whole bunch of other titles that, unfortunately, I had no need of because I either already have them or just didn't want them. Some Texas Chainsaw Massacre, very cool. I already had that. In fact, I had that with the collectible tin face. So nothing I needed, unfortunately, in the store. It was a complete bust. And I had to look through this on the way out. I saw a 99-cent bin with some CDs and DVDs in it. But the lady who runs the place walked by and she goes, "Oh yeah, that was pretty well picked through. I don't think there's anything good left." And sure enough, there were some good titles in there, but it was stuff I already had. So did not need anything in this bin either, unfortunately. So then on to Goodwill to see what was going on here. And Goodwill is a store I've been to a million times. Actually, as you can see, it was raining, so had to go in the rain, see what was going on. And pretty excited because I always find good deals in here. And this time, definitely did not disappoint. You're going to see some cool stuff. So I didn't know what these were. I walked in. This is like the first thing I see are these Star Wars boards. I thought maybe they were like dry erase boards, but I mean, what can you write on that one? I mean, maybe the green one you can write stuff on, but you can't write anything on Darth Vader. It's all black. What are you going to write? Stormtrooper 1, I guess you could write on. I guess an R2-D2 you could write on as well, but I didn't know what those were. I had no idea. They were just $1 boards. And then we had some calendars. Those were pretty cool, but had no need for any of this stuff. I just thought it was pretty neat. They had a bunch of Star Wars goodies. Star Wars is always fun. So then on to the electronics, and definitely lacking. Coffee pots and printers and whatever this is. I think it was a router or something. Nothing I needed. Unfortunately, nothing good. They had one VCR, but what did I need that for? Nothing. I mean, maybe it had a remote, I'd grab it, but I didn't need it. So pass on that. But on to the media. And this is where things get kind of cool. There was a decent amount of stuff in here I was pretty excited about. I was interested in this. My mom's new boyfriend, but unfortunately it was scratched, so I did pass on that. But there were some cool things in here, guys. You're about to see some just really interesting stuff. I had no idea what that was. I passed on the Invisibles. Should I have grabbed that? I don't know. You tell me. So lots of cool stuff. Some Ben 10. I didn't need it, so I passed on it. Maybe if it was a little cheaper, I would have grabbed it. But actually, it probably would have only been half price. So maybe I should have grabbed it. Some Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, which is cool. Some Turtles. This is what gets good. Somebody with good taste in Turtles gave away some stuff to Goodwill, which is pretty cool. Look at this, guys. There's some Turtles Fast Forward. And did you see what that was? That was a good find right there. For you Turtle fans, you know what I'm talking about. There was more Turtles there as well. So a lot of this stuff was stuff they had from last month here, but there were some new things. I mean, definitely all the Turtle stuff was new and very interesting. Here's a copy of 7. It was really cool. I didn't need it, so I did pass on that, but pretty cool collectible set. Some more Ninja Turtles right there. Very awesome. Some Always Sunny, just one of my all-time favorite TV shows. This show is extremely funny, but I already have it, don't need it. Some more Disney, and some DreamWorks, very cool, but I didn't need either of those, already have them. They were both scratched anyway, so I did pass on them. So there's some Dawson's Creek, and a bunch of other stuff I just did not need, except that is, look at that. Yeah, again, guys, we'll talk about that more in a second, but you Turtle fans out there probably... You guys know what I just found. That's pretty awesome. And some random season sets down here. But again, it was all stuff I had and didn't need, unfortunately. And some VHS down there as well. So a bunch of cool stuff, but a bunch of cool stuff I already had. And up to the VHS. And I saw Clamshell, but it was just the Wiggles. So I passed. There were actually some decent VHS in here I was interested in. There's some Lamb Chop. Not something I was interested in. But there were some good titles in here that, after I put the camera down, I picked through a little bit more and found some stuff that I was definitely interested in grabbing. And at $1 a piece, not a bad deal. Not as good as 10 cents a piece, but at $1 a piece, I was intrigued. Here's Freeway. That was cool. Definitely interested in grabbing that. Just let artwork alone. And a bunch of other cool titles. So after that, we then moved on to the CDs. And, well, they had some MC Hammer on cassette, which I used to have that, actually. And some Guns N' Roses. That was cool. I was interested in that. But that was really about it for what I was interested in. A lot of, well, I shouldn't even say a lot of stuff. It was pretty well picked through. They had a lot more last time I was here, so a bunch of stuff, but unfortunately, nothing I needed other than the Guns N' Roses and one other title, which we'll take a look at in a minute. So that was kind of a bust as well. And from there, just had to look through the toys to see what was going on. And look at this. A bunch of noses. A bag full of red clown noses. That was very weird. And then some Mickey Mouse things. So, alright guys, there you go. That was it for my hunting adventures. So we're going to take a look at what I picked up now. Again, got a lot of cool stuff. The Goodwill was definitely the gem of the hunt, and found some cool stuff there. So, all right, let's take a look at what I got. Well, all right, guys, there you go. That was my hunting adventure out to the Open Door Ministry thrift shop, the Loft consignment shop, and then the Goodwill, where I found some pretty cool stuff. So let's take a look at all I grabbed. So first up here are all the goodies I grabbed from the Open Door Ministry thrift shop. And first thing you saw me pick up was a DVD, and that is Choo Choo Barn, Traintown, USA, this year being the 2006 edition. Now, why was I so excited about this? Choo Choo Barn is a big model train layout. It's like a tourist destination. It's, I don't want to say necessarily a museum, but it's a place you go and you go inside, you pay your admission, and it's just a huge model train layout. It's really awesome. It's in the, it's actually in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area. Really cool. I've been going there ever since I was a little kid. That's in a place called Roadside America, which is like the same thing, but in a different area. Two really cool places. Again, I used to go all the time when I was a kid. So when I saw that Choo Choo Barn had a DVD out, yeah, I was going to grab it. This year actually being a DVD-R release, so it lies DVD video. It's not DVD, it's DVD-R. But it's still really, really awesome. At least I'm assuming it's going to be really awesome. I haven't watched it yet, but it's a Choo Choo Barn DVD. How is that not going to be awesome? most people out there probably don't care about this kind of stuff, but for somebody like me who's been going to this place ever since I was a little kid, and I'm going to start taking Cinema Sickness Jr. And in fact, last time we were in the area, we were going to take Cinema Sickness Jr., but they were closed. He has been to Roadside America, though, so he has been to a big model train layout before. So very awesome, really cool, very excited to watch this. This was an awesome find. $2 for this, a steal. Then I got some VHS. As you saw, I picked up Timon and Pumbaa's Wild Adventures, Quit Bugging Me. I did not have this one yet. I thought I had all the Timon and Pumbaa releases. I got like 5 of them or something like that, so I thought I had them all. I didn't have this one. I was really pleasantly surprised to come across Quit Bugging Me, a new Timon and Pumbaa Wild Adventure VHS from my collection. That's awesome. This was a great show. I loved it. I'm a big Lion King fan, big fan of Timon and Pumbaa. Great show for 10 cents. Had to grab that. And then some James Bond Jr. Every time I say that, I sing the theme song over and over again in my head. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I probably just put it into your head. I do apologize. This should be episode 1, The Beginning. So really cool. I do have another James Bond Jr. VHS in the collection. So now I got 2. That's awesome. A show I definitely used to watch a bunch when I was a kid. This is one of those shows, though, that like I've said this with other shows in the past. I never knew when it was on TV. There were shows I grew up watching that I knew every Saturday at this time or something it was on, or whenever I knew when it was on and I knew to watch it then. Then there were shows like this and like Carmen Sandiego and stuff like that I would just be flipping through channels and randomly catch. I never knew when it was actually on, and that was one of these shows. But when I did catch it, I used to watch it. So very awesome. Again, 10 cents, really cool. And then 50 cents a piece for some CDs here. First one I grabbed was, check this out, Blues Brothers. Briefcase full of blues. That's awesome. Love me some Blues Brothers. I did not have this one yet. This is my 3rd Blues Brothers CD now, so very cool. That's awesome. Then I grabbed, you guys let me know, I don't really know. This is Fiona Apple, Extraordinary Machine. Was this like her comeback album? I think, I don't know. I'm really not sure. If it is, my wife will be excited, because I remember my wife wanting to get this, her comeback album, and then she never did. And I kind of felt bad for Fiona Apple because, I guess she kind of did it to herself, but she was like, I remember her being like, she was a huge hit, big star, and then she kind of, she didn't really, I only, from what I remember, she didn't really like care too much for her stardom, and kind of like stopped singing and got herself out of the limelight. And then everybody just kind of forgot about her. And then she was like, I'm going to do a comeback album. And then I remember everybody was talking about it. It was, Fiona Apple's coming back. It's, yeah. And then she puts a CD out and everybody was like, So, like, nobody cared. So I felt kind of bad. And is that what this is? I think this was her comeback album. I could be wrong, but I went to check it out. So very cool. And she definitely is pretty. I always had a thing for her. So very, very cool. This is great. I didn't even know this existed. This is Tori Amos, The Beekeeper. This is an album I didn't even know about. I love me some Tori Amos. I also think Tori Amos is beautiful. I've always had a crush on Tori Amos, and I've always really enjoyed her music. And I got a bunch of her CDs. This is one I did not know of, at least I don't think. Maybe once I hear some of the songs, I'll recognize it, but it's not one I come across ever, so that was cool. And let's see, we'll save those for last. Then I grabbed some Jay-Z with Reasonable Doubt. Very cool. Let's see, I'm trying to think what songs are on here that I know. I don't even know, but I gotta know some of these. Yeah, Jay-Z. So I enjoy Jay-Z, so I had to pick that up. And then this is cool because this is the first time I've actually ever owned any of this group's CDs. We have some Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, that's awesome. I've never owned, even back when I collect the CDs, I never owned any Wu-Tang. So that's awesome. We have Wu-Tang Forever, which is actually a double disc CD. So I'm guessing this is just like a greatest hits. I'm assuming. Again, if you guys know more about, you guys probably know more about Wu-Tang than I do. Somebody out there anyway. So clue me in. So I'm assuming this is like a greatest hits. That's awesome. 2 CDs. And then we have, this is The W, which, again, you guys can clue me in. Let me know about this. That's awesome. Yeah, very cool. So finally, some Wu-Tang in my collection. That's great. That's really cool. Very excited about that. 50 cents a piece. Awesome. So then I went to the Loft consignment shop, where, as you guys saw, nothing complete bust, nothing that I was interested in. I mean, they had some okay titles. It was just stuff I already had and didn't need. So passed on everything there. So left there, kind of bummed, but then headed to Goodwill. And this is where things paid off, guys. So let's take a look at the VHS I grabbed first. So first one here I picked up was One Man's Justice. These are all $1 a piece. So One Man's Justice, a old Blockbuster rental. Does it have? Yeah, it does. Love it. Love those stickers. So, very cool. I've never seen it. Looking forward to checking that out. Again, you guys can leave comments about any of this stuff. Let me know if they're any good. Then we have It's My Party. Again, I never heard of this, knew nothing about it, but it was $1 and cool cast. I was intrigued by the cast, so I wanted to grab that. Then we have Freeway. Never seen nothing about it, but this is a Star Maker release, and that had me sold, because I'll pretty much buy anything with with the Star Maker logo on it, because I tend to really enjoy the movies they put out. So Freeway, looking forward to seeing that. Then I grabbed The City, which really intrigued me, because I mean Robert Forster and Mark Hamill. So okay, I'll see it. I don't know anything about it. Leave some comments. And then Diplomatic Siege. Again, looks interesting. The synopsis of this sounded pretty cool. And I like the cast as well. And yeah, another blockbuster rental. Very cool. So this looked like a fun, just cheesy action movie, which is right up my alley. So I grabbed it. Then I did end up grabbing 2 CDs. I grabbed the one you saw, which was Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. I did not have this yet. It's classic Guns N' Roses. I enjoy the music, so obviously I want to grab that. And then this I picked up as a replacement copy, because the one I have, I remember the CD, it plays fine. Again, I will buy scratched CDs, unlike DVDs and Blu-rays, where if they're scratched, I will not buy them. I don't care if a tiny little scratch, I'm not going to buy it. I mean, unless it's like something really rare or something like that, then maybe I'll let it pass. But otherwise, not going to buy it. CDs, I will, because I'm usually okay. If a CD has some scratches on it, as long as they don't look like they're too bad, you're probably okay. And I remember my copy of this was scratched, not horribly, but scratched enough that if I ever came across a better copy, I was going to replace it, and that is the soundtrack to My So-Called Life. So, great soundtrack, great TV series, and just needed to grab a replacement copy, because the one I have is not in the best shape. So, cool, bucket piece. Alright, so this is where stuff starts to get really good. Let's see, what do I want to show you guys here? Okay, so these are 2 just kind of normal titles I picked up. We got Surviving Extreme Sports, Pseudocidal Tendencies? Am I saying that right? And, sorry, Mannix? What? I don't know. They're trying to be all extreme, so anyway, I don't know, but I like extreme sports. So, it looks like this is, like, snowboarding, I guess? I don't see skiing or anything, so I'm guessing all just snowboarding, I think. I don't know, and I guess this is all just BMX, or I'm sorry, yeah, dirt bike. Motocross, there we go, let's get that right. I don't know, though, so we will see. It looks, on the back, according to this, it looks all motocross, so very cool. So, motocross, snowboarding, awesome, $2 a piece. I grabbed them. All right, then I picked up Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time. I do already own this, but I had to grab myself a backup copy because it's Disney, and it was in perfect condition. It's Disney, so I kind of picked it up and thought, oh boy, it's, kids, it's gonna be not a scratch, nothing on it. Like it's a kids title, so I just automatically assume it's gonna get scratched because kids DVDs, that's usually the way it tends to be. Looks like it's never even been touched. So I grabbed myself a backup copy. That was only $2 as well. And then also, same thing, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Perfect condition. Not a single smudge, scratch, fingerprint, anything on the disc. So I grabbed myself a second copy because it was only $2. Really awesome. Alright, so that was cool. Disney, awesome. But here's where stuff starts to get really, really good. This is the best stuff I found. And for those of you who are watching, you probably know what I'm talking about. These were also on sale for 50% off, according to the little thing they got in the front of the store. So I have a membership card, and it's free. So if you guys have a Goodwill buy you and they do offer a membership thing, you should probably get it. It's a free card they give you, and then you can get the discounts every now and then on media. And other things, of course. So, certain tags, like certain colored stickers and stuff on certain products were, whatever. These were 50% off. So I got these for $2 a piece. So first thing I picked up here, not too rare, pretty common. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward. This here being a Day of Awakening. And I already have this. I don't need it, but I grabbed myself just a backup copy. Like I said, it was $2. Discs were in perfect condition. Not something I come across too often, although if you look online, the prices for this don't go too high. This and there was 2 releases of Fast Forward. The prices aren't too high. They're pretty reasonable. So, cool. Nothing too rare, but awesome fine. All right. So, I posted yesterday on my website and all the social media. I said, I got some stuff that's going to make you guys, some of you guys out there jealous. And I posted like a little like picture of like part of this, like where it says what seasons they are. And some of you guys knew what it was, and some of you guys were kind of pissed. $2 a piece for these guys, $2 a piece, and you're gonna be even more pissed off when I tell you that I grabbed these as backups. I already own these, actually. I'm just grabbing these as second copies. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 1, Season 2, Part 1 of 2. This is a bit rare. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 2 releases, bit rare. This one here, not too common, goes for a bit online. This is pretty cool. It seems like the Season 1, 1 of 2, and Season 1, 2 of 2, people bought those to some extent, but once Season 2 got released, like, nobody was really buying this. So, a bit rare right here, and $2 in perfect condition. Again, these are no scratches or smudges or fingerprints on any of these. They're perfect. Brand new, essentially. I mean, they've been open, but otherwise in that brand new condition. $2. And then, the icing on the cake, Season 2, 2 of 2. This one here is very rare. Not a lot of people bought this. Nobody bought this, and it was out for only a short amount of time. This was out and then discontinued very, very quickly. So this is very sought after and goes for a bit online. This one goes for a decent amount online. This one goes for like twice as much. So awesome fun. When I came across these, I was like, wow. Like I couldn't believe that I came across these, even though I do already own both of these. When they came out, I bought these on release day when they came out. I bought all 4 of the releases on release day when they came out because I was a big fan of the show. Definitely wanted to get these, so I already own them. I've owned them for years now, but I had to grab myself second copies because these are rare. These are hard to find, and they go for a lot of money online. And if anything happens to my copies, I'm watching them. Oops, I dropped my disc. It slides across the floor, and now there's a nice big scratch on it. No worries. I don't got to shell out like $100 and something to grab Season 2, Part 2 of 2. I got it for $2. Awesome finds. I know some of you guys out there are like looking for these because I posted about maybe a little while ago. I posted about like Ninja Turtle collection or something like that. And some of you guys saw that I had this one. Some of you guys were like, "Where did you get that?" And I was like, "I picked it up on release day." So cool. I mean, this is just awesome right here. These were the gems. These were amazing. These were awesome finds. I couldn't believe it. Just blew me away that I came across both these. I mean, even though it's not very often I come across something that I already own and I'm like, wow, and I'm blown away by it and amazed by it and excited about. That doesn't happen too often because I already own them. I don't need to get excited again, but I was pretty excited about these. So cool finds. Again, I just grabbed those backups. They're going to go in my backup closet. I had to grab them for $2 a piece. Was not going to pass in those. So that's not quite it, though. I did grab one other thing, but we're going to go to the back of the library and take a look at what it is. So let's go see. Well, all right, guys, here we go. This is the last thing here I wanted to show you, and look at that. How cool is that, guys? That is a projection screen. Very cool. These are like the ones we used to have in school. I remember my teachers would get these out. These are cool. And it's actually a silver screen. Not like the one I have up there, which is a white screen for like modern projectors. This is a silver screen projector, which from what I read online, helps with like distortion when you're like looking at it from like the side. And apparently helps with like colors and stuff like that. Apparently you want to use silver for film, or so I've read online anyway. And I guess that's why they call it the silver screen, and why movie theater screens, at least used to be, I don't know if they still are, but used to be silver. So very cool. So there's like an aluminum, as you can see, you can see the difference. This is like the canvas it's on, and then there's like an aluminum like paint on it. So very cool. That's awesome. It's a Knox Regent. Am I saying that right? I don't know, probably pronouncing that wrong. And as you can see right here, upside down, but it was only $4 for this. That was a steal. So again, even though I do have the one hanging from my ceiling up there, which is really cool, I like it, it's going to stay there, I'm pretty excited to have this one, simply because I'm always moving my projectors. They used to be here, now they're up there, they're always kind of moving around, I don't never know where they're going to be, and that's fixed. That's where it is. It's up there. I can't really move it around too much. I mean, where else am I going to put it? You know, I got this beam to worry about. There's all kinds of stuff that can get in the way of something that I have hanging from the ceiling. That cannot always, it might come down to the point where that doesn't always work. So This is not fixed. I can move this wherever I want. And if I want to take the projector over to a friend's house, or I want to, you know, take it upstairs and watch a movie upstairs, you know, I'm not forced to watch something on one of my projectors down here in the library. I can go wherever I want now. It's become portable. So that's awesome. I'm so excited to have this. It was in great condition. I mean, there was a little bit of, there's some wear in it there, and some of the, I think one of the legs had like some rust on it. But other than that, it's in perfect condition. It works beautifully. And for $4, it was a steal. And I'm very happy to have this now. That is so awesome. I've always wanted one of these. So, all right, guys. Well, all right, guys. There you go. That was everything I picked up yesterday. Got some really cool stuff while hunting. Like I said, ordered some cool stuff off of eBay and from Paul Bonella as well. So, got some cool stuff coming on the way. So, again, yesterday was a fantastic day. Very good day for cinema. Again, a lot of cool finds. A lot of cool stuff coming to me. So, stay tuned for that. So, yeah, good times. So, all right, guys. There you go. So, like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, then hit that subscribe button, and you're going to get one. And also, if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, hoodie, tank top, hat, buttons, all kinds of cool Cinema Sickness gear, head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com where you can get yourself some of those. And finally, if you want to keep videos like this coming your way and you want to show your support, head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness where you can become a patron and show your support, and any tiny little bit helps and is very much greatly appreciated. So, all right, guys. Again, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.